The United States is now experiencing capital flight, meaning that people are taking their money out of the US and they're putting it into China, Europe, and Japan. And this is the US dollar is weakening rapidly, the stock market is falling, and bond yields keep going up. Right? When the dollar goes down in value and bond yields go up, that is a highly unusual and scary situation that signals that there is a loss in confidence in the US. And that will make it prohibitively expensive for the government to borrow money, which isn't exactly what you want when you're entering a recession and you're passing a budget that'll add $7 trillion to the debt. Right? And historically, in times of crisis, the opposite happens, and people put their money into the US because it's stable, right? There's a rule of law. The president can't fire the head of the reserve, and generally speaking, all policy in the US, it happens within the 40-yard lines. And so then, traditionally, nations and investors buy US debt, which the US then uses to stimulate the economy. And since Americans account for over 30% of all consumer spending, this then raises all ships and puts an end to the crisis. But seemingly, investors just don't believe in the US anymore, and economists say that Trump has broken the country and its finances, with Noah Smith, for example, writing that the world is treating the US like a developing nation. And this, as it appears, Trump's defying several court orders. He's threatening to fire Powell again, and he's enacting extremist policies across the entire nation. And so it appears that more people are taking their money and going elsewhere. And so now we're looking at a situation where, unless something drastically changes, the world subsidized America's way of life for a very long time, and it's all coming crashing down. Nothing is set in stone. We'll have to see what happens, so follow to stay in the loop.